Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Software Testing. I'm still Daniel. Hi, how are you doing? And I'm welcome that you're here to today's video. And today I have another review for you, and I would like to talk about a test management tool which I think is really helpful for you in case you are working with Jira. For those of you who are working already with test management tools, you know that some of them are really loaded up with features, a lot of stuff that is inside the functionality, not really the things that you would like to use to have like really at your fingertips, really easy to use, easy to integrate into your software development lifecycle, and also tools that are not supporting like the idea of introducing shift left into a company. And talking about shift left, there will be a video soon coming on my channel, so don't miss it out, the video on shift left testing and other videos that I'm going to prepare for the new years already. So take a look at the video, enjoy it, and let's dive into today's video about test management tool that is provided by SolDevelo. So as you can see here, the plugin or the tool I would like to talk about today is called QAlity Plus Test Management for Jira. This is the Atlassian Marketplace landing page, and you can see here like the overview of the QAlity Plus plugin. So it says plan and execute tests with minimal effort so that you and your team stay focused on a common goal. You can access and create test cases from a Jira issue. You can find bugs and create bugs right from the test execution. You can make better decisions with advanced analytics that you get out of the plugin, and there are like a lot of really great features in terms of organizing, creating, and more, right? So, and as I mentioned, since this is a review, I would like to show you hands-on what the tool has to offer, and you can decide if this is something for you, for your company, for your team, in case you need to have a test management plugin available for your needs, basically. One thing that I would like to mention when I talk to the people from SolDevelo, they are really interested in your feedback. So give it a try. You can try it out for I think 14 days as a trial version. No need to enter any credit card data or anything like that. Go ahead, try it out, give it a try, and then leave feedback to them. And they're really keen of having the feedback because they would really like to work on a tool that is helpful for us, the software testing community. But now let's cut to the chase. Let's go into the review. What I already have done, I installed it already. And for those of you who already installed a plugin on the Atlassian Marketplace, it's easy. Just, try it for free, click the button, and then pick the instance that you would like to use. Is it a cloud or on-premise solution? And then if you go into your Jira, it's already there, right? And the cool thing is about the QAlity Plus is the first time that you're using it, it will guide you through the sections, elements, will provide you links to documentation and so forth. So they really have a really smooth entry to the tool. So as you can see here, this is a standard Kanban board on a Jira. I already created some user stories, some tasks, and some of them are in to-do, progress, and done. And if you take a look at the left side, you can see there is the QAlity Plus. Yeah, so once it's installed, you can see it over here, or in the app section, you go to apps and then the QAlity Plus, for example. So let's take a look. If the first time you enter it or you click it, you get on the left side, you get the dashboard view, or like the view that the tool has to offer. And you can see here, we have a dashboard, we have test case repository, we can import test cases from other test management systems or Excel files if you have them there available. You have test cycles, you have the overview, you can create test cycles, you have a reporting section where you can see the test execution, the reporting, traceability reports, and that is really cool. You can get the documentation right at your fingertips, just tap on it and you have it once you have a question. And as I mentioned before, you can contact the support and give them direct feedback or ask questions in case you have some of them. Yeah, but yeah, let's take a look what's in the dashboard, for example. So the first time, I played around already with the tool already. You can see here that I have some recently executed test cases, that we have a recent test cycle already that I prepared. But how about we are creating some test cases, right? So you have two ways basically to create a test case. The first one is you go right into the test cases repository over here, and then you get to this view, right? So first of all, again, here's the information that I mentioned for you today. So the first time you're using it, I haven't dismissed it yet just because I would like to show you. You get like an easy step-by-step guide how to use QAlity Plus and to create test cases. What's the repository, what's it with folders, and so forth and so forth. Yeah, you can see, don't show again, or you can just hide it and then it's gone for you and you can just work on it. As you can see, that's the test case repository. I have already some test cases in my project. They have a different state, they have a priority, and of course you can assign the test case to someone else in case you're working distributed in multiple teams and so forth. If we take a closer look here, we can see here that we have the test case, so we can create folders. So you can also structure and organize your test cases. And I prepared some folders already. So we have one folder for the design test cases. If we click that, we get the test cases. We have some login test cases here as well. And I prepared an empty folder, which I would like to show you how to do and how easy it is to write test cases, in this case for some error cases. So you see here, you can get the indicator that there is no test case available because it's like a not completely bold folder. And then you have call to actions here. Either you can browse existing test cases in the repository to add them to that folder. It might be the case that you're in a flow, in a focus, and you're just typing test cases after test cases, but you forget to link them or you forget to organize them. You can do it right from here. Or of course you can create a test case in this folder right away. So let's do this. Like we click create a test case, and then we can see here we have the project that we would like to create a test case. We have an issue type called QAlity test, and then we can start working on the test case. But I would like to show you in another view because that's what I think is much more easier to do, because then you do it right on the story or right on the task where you would like to write the test. So let's take a look. Let's go back to my Jira board. We are here and we have a user story called implement error cases. And that's the user story. Hey, sorry, it's empty. I just prepared it for that video. And there you can see here, you have the QAlity Plus button. And then we tap on the button, and then you can see here, there is this test management view that will be loaded. And then we can say, okay, expand all test cases. So we get a larger view. In this case, it's empty because I haven't created anything. But we can say, let's add a test case. So let's do this. So we click here. So you have this inline view on writing test cases. So you can add the test step and you can write the expected result. 2 fields might be not enough for some cases. And you can see here, you can tap on that button and then, ta-da, we get a focus view, I would say, or like a full screen mode. You can enter the test step, you can enter the test data, you can add the expected result, and you can also add some test attachments, being it, I don't know, JavaScript or script files that you can use in order to generate the test data, for example, or test data or additional documentation, whatever is needed for your context, right? And then we can start writing the first test case. Okay, we would like to test the error page or the error cases. So let's see, test step is open the web page, no data needed, and then web page is shown, no data. So we can say yes, we have this test case, it's the first step. And then we can add another test step, and then it says, okay, enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever into the name field, and then the test data is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Expected result, also into the name field, and press enter. No field. Let's do like this. Let's do it step by step. Data is added to the field, then we say yes. Next step, press the enter button, no test data, button can be pressed, and then the final step is verify the error is displayed, no data, we can leave it out. The error case for wrong input is shown. So just making something up here, right? So you can see how easy it is to write something. What I also would like to mention here is you have some additional attributes that you can do. You can also say, okay, we can make it bold, we can make it italic, we can strike it out, we can underline it, we can even have some steps inside the steps, so like bullets as well. And you also have the keyboard shortcuts. So you can make it this one, it's Control B, Control I, and Control, what is U underline? Okay, right. So you have this right at your fingertips. That's also really cool. So in case you're like a keyboard person, you can also use the shortcuts as well in order to write a test case. Yeah, and then let's say, okay, we are done with that one, and we can just close it. And as you can see here, we have now a test case. There is a new issue type that has been created, and it's directly allocated to that page basically. So we can close it. We can see here there is the implement error case. We can open it up again. You can see here we open the QAlity Plus view again. We can see the steps. We can also see that it's directly linked to a user story. And this is also something that you can do in case you have already implemented some test cases. So we go back into the test case repository, and you can see here we have an error test case now. We can browse for the existing one. We see here there's the implement error case, and then we say, okay, add to folder. Yes, choose the folder, error test case selected, and we have added it there as well. What I also would like to show you is how to link another test case to another ticket. So we say here we have this ticket here, and we can say, okay, link the issue again. Say, okay, is test to, okay, and we put this one as well, and then we can easy as it is, like, you know how Jira works, right? You can link issues, can interconnect them, and that's fairly easy to do. So as you can see, writing test cases is really, really simple. Yeah. So just go to user story, click the QAlity Plus button, and start writing your test cases. And now that we have implemented test cases, we would like to execute them. And then again, you have multiple ways to do it. Either you go into the user story that you would like to start executing the test cases on. So in this case, we can go here. We see that we have the QAlity Plus section. We can press the little tiny execute button here. You can open the test case in order to do that, or you can directly start it also from the test case folder. So let's say we have the execution here. We click on it. There's a button, another pop-up window coming up and saying, okay, execute. In case you already have created a test cycle, I come to that in a second, we can select it here, or we can say, let's go ad hoc and do the test case execution. We click on the button, and then we get to the execution view. So you can see here it's loading, and then we can see here, we can set the status. But first of all, let's start from the top. We can assign someone, so assign to me, for example. In this case, it's unassigned. We can just assign to myself, and then we say, okay, what is the status, execution status? Is it passed, failed, blocked, or in progress, or unexecuted? In my case, it's in progress. So we are now in progress, and here you can see basically the steps that I previously added. So we can open the web page, we enter the data, we press the button, and on the right hand side of the view, you can see what you can do basically, what actions you can do. You can do like adding a comment, I don't know, works, right? So we can also add a test attachment, or we can file a bug right away. So let's assume we don't see the error. So let's see that. We put a comment. We say, okay, before that, of course, we said this one passed, this one passed, this one passed, and this one failed. So we have a failed state here, and then right from this view on, you can create a bug ticket, right? So we can click here. We say, okay, either we can search for bugs in case we have this bug already in the system and we would like to link them, or we can create a new one. You click the create new bug button, and then you can see you get already some description pre-filled. In this case, some steps that have been executed, and also in this case, it's really cool, the step that has been failed, right? And then simple as it is, you create the bug ticket, and then it's in the system that you can fix it later on, right? So as you can see, the execution is fairly easy. You can also see down here like the past execution in case you already executed some of the test cases. If we go into the past execution history, we can see that this one is in progress, right? So let's take a look at some other cycles or bugs that I already executed. So we go to QAlity Plus. So we were in the test case repository. We created a test case importing. I can just show the web page, but there's not too many things to show here, to be honest. You can select the project that you would like to import to. You add the CSV file, you define the encoding, the CSV delimiter in order to like how the data is being separated in your file, and then they're getting imported. But now let's take a look at test cycles. So first of all, we have the overview page where you can get an overview of the test cycles. And as you can see here, I already prepared some of the test cycles. So latest test cycle for design release, no execution. And here we have a test cycle that I've executed. You can see here I have 2 unexecuted test cases in there, and here I have no execution there. So we can also open up the test cycle view now and see we can, I already created a bug ticket when I was trying out. So we can put this one into failed and this one into passed. So, and right again, you can also open the execution view again. And you can also add test cases to the cycle. So in order you have defined all your test cases already, you prepared them, and then it's time for organizing and planning a test cycle. That's the view for you to go. So you can do it right from here. Or of course, in the execution pane, you can also add the test cases to it. And then you have another overview tab as well for you to check on. So let's take a quick look at the create test cycle view. Okay, that's I think the same thing. Now it's a different one, but you can also do it from the previous one. So we can here do the error case test cycle. We can search for the project. In my case, it's easy. We have no version selected. To do, we say, okay, we have a due date, and then we hit the create button. And then the test cycle has been created. We can take a look at the overview here as well. Again, going back to the cycles, here we can see it. So we open up the test cycle view, and then we can add test cases to it. And we get another view. And in this case, let's add, 4 of them. Click add, and then we have the test cycle here. We can either close it, or we can right away change the statuses in case we know them already or we haven't started them yet. Yeah, so that's pretty cool, what I would like to show you. And last but not least, what else do we have to show? We have the execution reports. Yes, let's take a look at the report section. That's also pretty cool. So you have the test execution reports per test case. So you have some filter options. So you can filter for projects, users, for statuses, for the date ranges. And as you can see here, you get the test results basically. You can directly view them. So another tab will open, and you will get an idea what has happened, what has been done on that test case. You can go to the failed one, view it as well, and from there you can see that, okay, which one failed. There was one bug reported or created. Right at your fingertips, you can get all the information in really lightweight information view, I would say. So we can click the button and the bug here again. Okay, there's also the steps, the descriptions inside. Everything is like really interconnected and plays hand in hand together, and that's what I really like about it. So that's basically the report, or like the execution report. You can also generate reports, so we can click that button. We are loading, so we just generated a new report in case something has changed, or we can change the date range, for example. Another thing that is really nice is the traceability report. Also, in case you need this one, you get a directly like an overview, a summarizes of bugs or anything that has happened, or like the execution states of the different test cycles or the test cases, right? So you can see here, we have the test case that I just created. We have 1 execution. We have this one, check the error codes in the design. We have 3 executions where 1 of them failed, 2 of them have been unexecuted, or I missed to basically open up or change the status. Also nice view here is we have 50% of bugs resolved, 50% open, so we have 2 bugs created, and you get everything here from the traceability report. And that is, I think, really, really cool, right? So it's really easy to integrate, really easy to start with. The first time that I tried out the tool is like installing was, I don't know, a couple of minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Then going into Jira, open it up, and it was really easy to just write test cases. Because if you take a look again on, let's say let's just do it. Let's create a user story, for example. So we have a user story, demo story. So we just create the demo story here. It will show up here. So we open up the demo story, then we open QAlity Plus. It's coming up here. We say, okay, expand all test cases, choose the view, simple or detailed. And then we say add the test case. Then you can see here that we have now everything in the detail view, in the simple overview. We can just enlarge it for much better visibility and enter. And then we can do here step 1, data 1. Sorry for like me not preparing some fancy test data. Result 1 and so forth. We are here and we are done with the test cases. So first test case done, right? Then we can say add a new test case, add a new test step. And it's so easy, add a new test case. And it's just like tapping, clicking, and you are really fast in writing your test cases, especially if you're working really focused and in the zone. You have read all the things in the user story, the acceptance criteria, and you just would like to, okay, let's go for it, let's do it. And that's really cool, I would say, right? Yeah. And with that, I think I already showed you everything that I would like to show you regarding QAlity Plus. If you would like to try it out, make sure to check the video description down below to find the QAlity Plus link to the marketplace. Also, you can check out the SolDevelo, the company behind it. They are really open and getting your feedback. Go send them messages, say thank you for that great tool. And I can only say it's really fairly simple test management plugin for Jira in case you're using Jira. Easy to set up, easy to use, and yeah, you get fast feedback. You get some fast, not feedback, but fast quality insights on your product, and it's really beneficial. I mean, I haven't read the documentation before because usually when I do reviews, it's for me like I would like to see how easy the tool is to use, and that's the case, right? Just install it and then go for it. If you work with test management systems before, or you have some experience in software testing, there is no need to read the documentation at first. Of course, it's good to go there and to see what the tools also have to offer, but QAlity Plus is so simple and easy to use. Just go for it, right? That's really cool. And yeah, what else is, I can only say, go ahead, check it out, try it out, give some feedback. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about such quality test management plugins? What do you think about this plugin? Share it with the community. And yeah, as always, if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a subscription. Thanks for coming by today, and see you soon. Bye bye.